weakness exploit, you tend to do more damage, approximately about I want to say 5 to 11% and more damage when you're striking, when you're basically striking a weak point of a monster. Now, this is actually weakness exploit is actually a bit conditional, mostly because as you need to have knowledge of monsters' weak points. But here's the cool tidbit. It's how normally depending on the amount of damage you're doing. How do I put this? You can actually charge it. Long story short, you can basically charge up your and charge up the file holes faster, or if you manage to hit its weak point. Like if you at times you'll notice like hey, there's like some type of hit lag, like when you're using the charged double slash, like in the likes of Pokken. Well, not to that extreme, but still.
So you mean, like, if I were to counter hit somebody, or to even like break it down, like not even easier, but to make it even more visually noticeable, in Street Fighter V, crush counters. If you get a crush counter, I mean, it's a huge thing. The opponent, they stagger back and everything. I mean, you can do certain combos off of crush counters that you normally couldn't do beforehand, but it's a visual thing. You can see the impact as opposed to just like a standard attack, so to speak. Like, you'll hit the target and then it'll look real, like it's kind of like it's like your animation slowed down because it was like
more like it stops entirely.
Yeah, it's you'll know when you hit it. Pretty much, you'll think something like probably glitched up if you never had it happen to you before, but you'll know when you hit it because it's not a normal swing. Normally, your weapon just slices through wherever like butter. When you hit this weak spot, it's gonna stick a little bit.
Yeah,
am I right in saying that?
Well, yeah. Well, in your terms, yes. So pretty much bottom line, you can pretty much effectively get red with a single charged double slash.
If you hit the weak spot.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have to keep that in mind. Most monsters' weak spots are their heads. Just kinda gonna be maybe if you get off a knockdown or something like that. So if the monster like falls over, maybe toppled from a mount, and I need to charge up. Yeah. To keep this in mind, you guys keep this in mind too. Yo, swing that A on the weak spot. Get that real nice quick charge. Alright, this guy, he's not coming back. The other cat left, so I guess it's me and you versus I forget the quest. I'm not even lying to you.
My favorite monster, and your least favorite monster.
Oh shit, this is Gormagala, isn't it? This sucks. What did I get myself into?
You, with all due respect, sir, you brought it upon yourself.
I really did. I mean, look at your little cat. Already looking like the enemy. I can't believe I don't have any Nulberries stashed up. This bothers me. I didn't bring my cat with me. This also bothers me.
Don't worry. I'll get this quest done in a jiffy. Suffice to say, Gormagala is my favorite monster.
Well, let's get it done. Let's indefinitely get it done. Since you like it so much, you should know all about it.
Yep. I love everything about this monster, but that's just mostly because I'm a dark person by nature.
So you were just drawn to its...
Yes, by its mysteriousness.
There you go. I literally lost everything I was going to say from it. It was going to be really nice, but I messed it up. Hey, look, I guarded. Ooh. Okay, what is a guard point? What is that?
Guard points are certain intervals during an animation in which you will basically obtain an auto guard status. Yeah, so basically you'll just auto guard it. Like instead of getting hit in the face, you're just basically guard it. There are only two who err 2 times instances. I'm sorry. 2
In which you
instances.
could guard point like naturally, or
Yes. And bam, stun. There's
Alright.
2 instances. Is at the very end. At the very end of a roundhouse slash. And like the very first few frames of when morphing into the axe.
okay, so some people actually exploit these animations to get a free guard.
Yes.
Is there a
Because
bonus
of the-
for like actually getting it done though?
Yeah, pretty much. This makes the Charge Blade not only have very powerful offensive properties, but also defensive properties in the right hands.
Wait, I think I just did it. I'm pretty sure I just did, because I was actually trying to go into the axe. Yeah.
Axe.
Yeah. So I was actually gonna try and charge it into the axe. Okay. I guess it's kind of like counter-lancing in a sense.
Pretty much, but the timing is more strict.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with counter-lancing, I can go into it whenever I wanted to, and truth be told, even if I don't get the counter off, I'm still going to attack per normal, and I can counter into it again, which I'm not entirely sure exactly how the guard pointing works. I don't think it's as fluid as the counter-lancing. Then again, I don't know for certain. I mean, I'm just kind of speaking what I think I know here.
But I tried to do a guard point too, but it does take a while to get to that roundhouse slash guard point, but the guard frames are longer to compensate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just did it right there.
Man, I wish I had earplugs. Oh no. I've actually really gotten used to the skill earplugs. I'm surprised it's not even on the set.
Earplugs aren't, unless earplugs aren't exactly required, but especially if you have Charge Blade, because you can, with the shield you have, you won't suffer much recoil.
Yeah, I've noticed it's actually pretty good. Like, I was afraid it's gonna be like sword and shield, or maybe even great sword, or it's actually not that good. Oh man, I missed.
And
I suffered.
that's the thing with the Ultra. You will tend to undershoot. Dude, it's just that easy.
Oh, but it's so satisfying. I think I see why some people actually go for it. They go for it because it's like, yo, if I hit it, I've done so much. But if I miss it, then I hate myself. But it is definitely satisfying. I've garnered much pleasure of actually unleashing it and actually utilizing it effectively against the monster. Okay, I see you working. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I can guard point. That was actually really good. That was really good.
I knew it would turn towards me, so I prepped.
There you go.
This is what I've learned when doing the charge, when using the Charge Blade solo. Oh, I knew it would eventually face me, so I actually let what I call leading the target.
Right. I mean, there's actually 3 of us here, including your cat here, but sometimes you kind of get a feel of when the monster actually going to turn and look at you. That's for certain. Being a Lancer, I mean, we kind of want the monster to look at us anyway. I know I certainly do. They look at me, don't look at my people. They can't block as well as I can.
I'm going to show you how a true mounter does it.
Please do. I don't really mount. I'd rather fight on the ground. I mean, I'm old school like that. See, this is what I meant about earlier. How, like, you're not tainted by these old school ways. You know? I don't know what I was doing, but it looked like it was working.
You were
I
basically
was using
jamming.
vials.
Now, something I should probably
That's the
point out
wild
with an
swing, right?
elemental file, you don't really have to aim for the fate. It's because you don't do impact damage.
Right.
You pretty much aim wherever you want.
I want it to be like, that was nice. That was real nice. But I want it to be useful because, what is it? Weakness exploit. I was like, I'm pretty sure the weakness is its head. Not too entirely sure. Most monsters' weaknesses are their heads. So I was like, if I can aim for the head with this weakness exploit, I should be doing more than I would if I was hitting ankles or something.
Well, I don't blame you. Blame you. No, but generally the best place to be when fighting Gormagala is in the back legs because he really cannot, well, harm you too bad there.
Yeah, I feel you there.
But in terms of a an elemental, in terms of an elemental charge blade, yeah, you can pretty much just hit anywhere, no fear.
Which is kind of why I chose the elemental over the impact, because the impact you kind of have to, you know, aim for the head and whatnot. I'm still not really used to aiming the ultra, or truth be told, having to hit the monster in the head. I'm a lancer. I don't have to hit the monster anywhere except for where I want to hit the monster. There's no tentative place in which I'm supposed to aim. Like if I was a hammer user or something like that, then yeah, I could see myself being more confident in my ability to aim for the head. But I'm not a hammer user. Not even by a long shot.